With fewer days and the convention center under construction until 2029, big changes were already on the horizon for South by Southwest. In an interview recorded before the leadership shakeup was announced, we spoke with the Vice President of Film and TV for South by Southwest, Claudette Godfrey, about what you can expect. Definitely the last few years, the film aspect has really grown into this juggernaut, which has been great to see. All that being said, can you talk about, in your words, the changes coming next year, the convention center being closed for one, as well as the dates being reduced from the historic 9 days to 7 days? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so the convention center, obviously that's a big change for us and so many events that utilize that space. But I think it's, change is hard and sometimes can be a little scary, but I think for us, it's actually a really good opportunity to have an exciting re-envisioning of the event. Instead of using the same spaces that we always have, we're gonna really lean into kind of the community aspect of things. So for us, our film and TV focused panels and sessions have been in the convention center, and now this will give the opportunity to move them into a hotel that's a little closer to the Paramount and our street closure. And we have, happy hour events and a filmmakers lounge that are in the SFA hotel, and sort of creating a nice hub for our audience instead of, obviously theater spaces are a little different. They're spread out all over. So we're no stranger to that. And I think it's kind of given that opportunity for each of the discrete communities that are part of South by to kind of have a space that is their space. But that's our summer project. So we're not totally done just yet.
And let's talk a little more about the dates, going from 9 days to 7 days. And now over the years, South by Southwest has changed dates to note. But so because of that, the three big events, conferences, film, and music will be happening concurrently, right?
Yes, definitely. So, 9 days is a big commitment for anyone. And it's also a big commitment for our staff. So I think it's sort of a way for us to consolidate a little bit and make it more vibrant for every day. And that way we can have premieres every day, big showcases every day. I mean, we've never had music on those first days of the festival. So the music festival is actually getting longer because it's adding a day from its previous schedule. And I think it makes sense now. I think also when South by, kind of started getting much larger, the city couldn't handle all of the people here at the same time. I remember there were several times where that first weekend that was just film and TV and the interactive conference, that those dates there was not a bed in the town left. And that was a really big squeeze. And so it kind of made sense to stagger things because the city's infrastructure couldn't handle it. Now the city's much bigger.
And now let's talk specifics about the music side of things. I know with some of the changes, some people have, made some comments online, concern about, well, one, fewer overall bands this past year and downsizing of the music side in general. And now next year, with the consolidation of dates, there's no singular date devoted to music. So what would you want to say to those people who might be concerned about that?
Well, first, I would correct that there's actually never been a singular day devoted only to music, because the Film and TV Festival has been the full 9 days. So even on the last day of the festival, we had screenings. More is not always more. Sometimes when you have that many events, then, they're not all as great as they could be. And I think we went through this period of rocket ship growth, and we added. And then now it kind of makes sense to be how can we make the most number of events that are at the highest possible caliber? We'll still be able to, the way we're designing it, I think we'll be able to preserve our, international audience that comes, our, US audience, but also the audience of locals where, if you don't know, you can buy a ticket at every door of a music venue if there's space, and at every screening if there's space. So we, of course, always want to continue to involve our local community too.
And speaking of that inclusivity, y'all announced that this year you're actually reducing some of the badge prices.
Yes.
So can you talk and elaborate on that? How much are they being reduced by, and just what you hope that does?
All of our audiences, it's forever evolving, and we wanted to make sure that we could be more accessible to all of those groups, and also just sort of be able to target, if you just want to go to the film and TV screenings, there's a badge that's more affordable and accessible to you. And we've really been working also on our like ticketing strategy. We had more tickets available to general public and locals than we ever have before. So we're continuing to kind of work on that and improve on that.
Well, we have a few months out, but we will keep our eyes peeled for those badges when they become available. South by Southwest 2026 runs March 12th through March 18th. Claudette Godfrey, VP of Film and TV at South by, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave us a comment below to let us know your thoughts on this video. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Austin Insight for free in the PBS app.